This is the first dog we're going to show you today. You're looking at Peroni. Peroni is a Beagle Basset Hound mix, 1.5 years old. Brought out from a kill pound in southern Illinois. They need a temporary home for him, a foster home, because he's heartworm positive and he's being treated. And the treatment for heartworm is a quiet home, not a lot of activity, certainly not a lot of bouncing around, because the medication that they use is very stressful on the animal, and they don't want the heartworms that are in the body to break loose in the heart and cause the animal to have a stroke. So it's quiet home for a while till the heartworm treatment's over, and then certainly he'll be bouncy and playful and wonderful because he's only a little guy. But he's sweet and wonderful and loving, and what they'd love to find for him is a foster home that would take him in and then adopt him once he's all well and treated. This is Peroni, and he's absolutely darling. Ringo is a 4.5-year-old multi-mix who was confiscated in a humane investigation. They found him tied to a fence on a 2-foot short leash. He didn't even have enough room to lay down. He was just tied to the leash, tied to the fence all day and all night. He's good with some dogs, not all dogs, so he probably should be an only. And he definitely needs obedience training, because I'm told he is the strongest dog in the shelter, and he pulls. Now, he's sweet and loving and friendly and outgoing and gorgeous, but he will pull your arm out right now because he doesn't know how to walk nicely on a leash. So this dog needs someone who's going to take him and get him trained. All the good stuff is there, the sweetness, the temperament, the loving. Those are all present. The only thing that's missing is the training. So if you've got the time and the patience for a real strong boy, Ringo needs to get out of the cage, because part of what you're seeing is the behavior of a dog that's confined and needs exercise. This is Ringo. This is Fantasia. She's 9 months old. She's a border collie mixed with something small, because she's not going to be real big. She is fun, she's sweet, she's outgoing, she's bouncy, she's friendly, and this dog was on a kill list at a pound. So they took her out of the kill pound and they brought her here because they know that somebody's going to see her and simply fall in love. She's absolutely adorable, sweet, outgoing, friendly, just a nice little kissy girl looking for a home. Her name is Fantasia. Just sort of like the air-conditioned pants.
Yeah, that's exactly what I needed.
Okay, this very curious boy you're looking at now, purebred German short-haired pointer, 2 years old, good with dogs, good with kids, very high energy as German short-hairs tend to be. Was picked up as a stray in Tennessee. Somebody brought him up to Illinois, maybe thinking they could keep him, maybe thinking that they couldn't. And when they got up here, they realized that there was no way. Now, I'm looking at this dog, and I'm looking at a note that says male, but I think this is a female. It is a female, so let's correct that. This is a female German Shorthair. Again, brought up from Tennessee, brought here. She's sweet, she's friendly, she's outgoing. German Shorthairs are very stable in their personality. They're just absolutely wonderful dogs, and this is a sweetheart, and she needs a home. The dog you're looking at now is Annie, and this is one of those stories that frosts my cookies. Annie is a 13-year-old border collie mix, belonged to a family, much loved member of the family for all of her 13 years. Her owner went into a nursing home, and no one else in the family was willing to take Annie home. So she wound up here. She is bewildered. She is terrified. She is lonely. The barking of the dogs in the kennel scare her. She doesn't understand why, having done absolutely nothing wrong. She's lost the person that she loves. Can you bring her a little closer for us so we can see her? She's lost the person that she loves. She's lost her home. She's lost every bit of security that she ever had, and she didn't do anything wrong, and all of a sudden she's in jail. This is a beautiful, sweet, loving dog. Yes, she's older, but yes, she's loving, and she deserves a home for the next 2 or 4 or 5 years that she may be alive. She deserves a soft hand, a warm heart, and someone to love her. Her name is Annie. The dog you're looking at now is Krypton. Krypton is a 3-year-old Rottweiler mix. Good with dogs, good with kids, good with everybody. Everybody here tells me this is the sweetest dog. They absolutely adore him. This dog, again, was rescued, as many of them were, from a kill pound. He was taken out on the day that he was scheduled to die. He did nothing to deserve death except be unwanted and unloved. He did nothing to deserve a needle or a gas chamber and a freezer except that nobody wanted to take him home and love him. He's gorgeous, he's wonderful, he's friendly, he's sweet. He's a big, lumpy, licky doofus of a dog. His name is Krypton, and he really needs a home. This lovely little girl you're looking at is Donatella. She's 2.5 months old. She is an Amstaff, i.e. Pit Bull mix. She was abandoned in the snowbank by somebody who threw her away like a piece of garbage. And yes, you're going to say Pit Bull is a scary name, and Pit Bull is a scary word, and people's hands shake when they talk about Pit Bulls. And I will say what I always say. It does not matter what color or shape the wrapper is, it's what's inside. And this little girl is a sweet ball of love wrapped in an Amstaff wrapper. She is adorable, she is sweet, she is loving. She will kiss the skin off your hands if you give her the chance. If you're looking for a sweet puppy and you can get beyond the scary name, come look at Donatella. She's absolutely lovely. This big boy is Larry King. He is a 6-year-old Great Dane mix. Good with dogs, good with kids. Again, a rescue from the kill shelter. Now, remarkably, the people who go to the kill shelter and rescue dogs kind of get their pick of the ones that they want to save, because the people at the kill pound don't like to kill, and they're only too happy to have dogs come into a no-kill. And unanimously, everybody wanted them to take him, begged them to take him, because he's such a favorite, because he is beautiful, and he is sweet, and he is friendly, and he is kind. He's just an absolutely wonderful guy. His name is Larry King, and he will grace your home if you're lucky enough to come out and adopt him. And this is the last dog we're going to show you today. This is our special needs dog. Her name is Hilary. She's a 7-year-old Chihuahua, partly blind. Again, brought in from another shelter. This is a very sweet girl. Because she doesn't see, she's terrified. She hears people coming. She hears the other dogs barking. She can't tell when somebody's coming near her or at her. So she just sits in her cage and she shakes in fear. It's not a good life for a dog, and this little fragile girl deserves so much better. Come on, sweet girl. Blind dogs, you need to approach slowly. You don't overwhelm them. You don't jump at them. But they learn their way around a house with very little difficulty, and unless you're a compulsive furniture mover, once they learn their way around, they get along just fine. Again, carry or leash walk outside, but that should be done with any dog anyway. This little dog was adopted. She couldn't be spayed because she came into heat, and by the time they could spay her, the people had changed their mind. So she's back in that cage, shaking in terror, crying in fear, because she hasn't got a home and because she can't see what's coming at her. Hilary is a dear, sweet, loving, relatively young girl who has a long life ahead of her with some kind person who says, I'm not perfect, my dog doesn't need to be perfect either. All About Animals would like to thank Cairo Animal Hospital in Highland Park for sponsoring our show, for helping us find homes for these wonderful, deserving animals. They've got dogs, they've got cats, they've got kittens, they've got puppies. They've got a little bit of everything from big to small. They all need homes. They depend on you to help them find a forever home.